Hi, welcome back to Catch Up with Liz and Evie.
Oh, hi. Welcome. It's so good to be catching up with you.
It is so good. So we've decided, I think we're, 90% sure? Catch Up with Liz and Evie.
I feel let's fucking go. Yeah, until
Right.
there's like,
Fuck it, let's go.
fuck it, let's go.
Catch
Absolutely.
up. Before you tell me about your week, how was recording the podcast? I mean, editing the podcast. 'Cause Evie did all the
Editing the
editing.
podcast. Yes. So my week, we set the tone by recording our first episode ever, and it really, really set the tone for my entire week, and it makes me so happy. It was so fun editing the podcast. It was at times frustrating because my computer's like old and I've never done anything to make it not shitty. So, um, it made me want a new laptop, but like actually listening to us talk and like getting to see our like faces too, like
Yeah.
our expressions. I was very caught up in our expressions and like how my face moves, and I'm very aware of it right now even, but I'm also like, okay, that's not what this is about. And then I listened to it only, I didn't watch it. And especially after I cut things out and was learning how to fix it for flow and things like that. I think it is just so fun. It's so fun to be getting into the process of something. That's what I want. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to add to my life. So
It's
I would
awesome.
say, yeah. And like, it's just exciting. It's only going to get more interesting. And I feel like there's just so much to learn in any new space, but I'm excited to learn. I'm excited to learn
And
a podcast.
it's something fun. Like I really enjoyed recording last week. I was really looking forward to recording again. And it's nice to have something like a project that's fun that you look forward to, because I haven't had that in a long time.
Totally. And I feel like last week I was very much like wanting to, like, I very much want to approach this like and take it seriously, right? And I feel like I felt very seriously going into that first recording, which is also fun. But right
Yes.
now I'm also like we were throwing around names and things, and like I'm also just like let's just lean back and lean into it at the same time, where I'm like, let's see what we can create by just being ourselves and
Be
having fun.
consistent, but like not what's the word? I don't know.
Rigid?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Consistent, not rigid. Love it.
We're on the same page. And
That's the theme of our lives, honestly.
exactly. Exactly. We get each other, and it's fun. Like, I feel too like we have only talked about the podcast with each other when we've texted. And but I love that. There's something so satisfying about being in it with someone, and it's just great.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. How was your week, Liz?
It was nice. I was like thinking back on it. I'm like, what did I even do this week? But we had a couple nice days of weather. Not like that nice here in New Jersey, but
Happy to hear it.
you'll take what you can get. So did a couple walks, which like honestly, if you live anywhere, just like, and don't feel like, I don't know, like you have to like do a whole thing, a whole to-do to get together with friends, just be like, hey, you free for a walk, meet up at a park and like get together for an hour. Like we got last Sunday, actually, before we recorded, we like met up, grabbed coffee, went for a walk. And then during the week, like after my friend finished up her work day, like found a spot between the two of us. We're like, never been there before, but fuck it. Let's go. And just have like a really nice walk, bought Rio, and it was chill. So a couple walks. And then also I did a few walks by myself, but like with Rio in the stroller. He would like fall asleep after, I don't know, maybe like 10 minutes, go around the block, left him in the driveway, opened the garage, worked out while he was like right there. I'm like, this is peak. This is really nice.
That's so nice.
Yeah. So I'm like, I need to do like, now that, okay, that worked. Definitely more of that coming up. Yeah, that's really kind of like, it wasn't really a crazy week.
Yeah. No, it was not too crazy on my end either, just work and but social. I feel like I did a lot of social things. And
That's fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I feel like I did a lot this week, but had a lot of energy. Like Connor and I right now are just trying to like help each other be more productive and like do things that we want to do and not talk about things, get them done.
Mm.
But I also managed to read a book. I also managed to like see friends. I was at my friend's house last night for sancocho, which her mom made. Like it's a Puerto Rican stew, essentially, with a lot
Ooh.
of root vegetables and corn and but it was just so fun. We just like played pool and like the whole reason, like Connor and I came home after it and we were both just like, that is what we value. Like it was so community. Like the whole reason we
Yeah,
were there was that her mom made stew and then they wanted to share it with all of us.
that's
And
amazing. Yeah.
we all just hung out. Everyone brought a side and like at the end Connor was like, this is just how you know, like it's all about like giving and everything. Like at the end they just package all the food up for you to take home with you. You know what I mean? And we come from a community driven background. So like it's just nice. It's just nice. I
It is
feel
nice. And like to break up the work week, and it's not like you wake up, you work, you watch a show, you go to bed. Like it's so much fuller when you're experiencing life with friends and doing things like that. And it's like you don't, nothing has to be perfect. Like you can just like throw something together, come for a stew, or like last minute,
yeah.
like, hey, come hang. Like that
Yeah.
is truly what life is about. And yeah, it's good to break up your week like that.
Yeah, for sure. And like,
It's
yeah, you don't
important.
need to do a full house clean before you invite me over. Just
Just invite me
quality
over.
time. Just invite me
Yeah,
over. Just
just
send the
invite me over.
invite and please make stew.
Yes, exactly.
But and then we saw Project Hail Mary today.
Okay, tell me about it. I
Which
really
have
wanna
you read Project Hail Mary?
know, and I need a new book.
Elizabeth. This
I
is
know.
definitely one of my like all-time favorite books.
Got it. Okay.
The fact that
See, here's what holds me back. A, the cover, I'm like,
oh
not
my
into
God.
it.
No, I
And
understand.
B, is it just like all sci-fi?
Oh, Lizzie, I need you to read this book. I'm not even gonna answer those questions. Like, do you trust me?
Of course. All right, fine.
Do
I'll
you
read it.
want to read a good book?
Yes, I need one.
Do you need a book that's easy to read but also stimulates every part of you?
Absolutely, I
Then read
do.
the book.
No, I actually do. I'm like very much in need of a new book.
Project Hail Mary will not disappoint you. That's all I
Okay.
have to say.
Hopefully there's not like a bajillion holds on it in Libby.
There absolutely will be. I will mail you this book.
I mean, I could also go to the library and potentially get it, but
You should totally do that. Take your
okay, I'll
take your
read it.
son.
It may
Okay.
not be like tomorrow, but I will read it. I've been thinking that I'm like, okay, everyone's saying it's amazing. But
Before the end
so
of
how is
this
the
year.
movie?
The movie was great. It was really good. When they first like announced, like I am like a nerd about this book. I love this book. Um, when they first announced that Ryan Gosling was gonna be the main character, at first I was like, shit, that's not a good idea. Like, best case scenario, we get a no-name good actor who can embody this role. That's just like because the story is so unique to me or whatever, I just was like, I don't want to be trying to forget about Ryan Gosling.
Mm,
Um, but the book is also very funny, and Ryan Gosling is a really good comedic actor. He just is. But again,
mhm.
he has his own flavor. It's very obviously Ryan Gosling. But he did a great job. And the people who made the movie did it justice by they created like a set. So like he's not in CGIing much. Like
Oh
he's in
wow.
an actual like set they built that looks like a spaceship. There's multiple spaceships and they made them all. And they also like had astrophotographers take real photos and like
That's crazy.
yeah, so
So they put money and work
they
into this.
did a great job, and
Okay.
the music was awesome,
Nice.
and the characters were great, and it was very enjoyable. But like a big part of the book is like problem solving, which is why I love it. I love books that are like, here's a problem, here's how I'm working through the
Here's a
solution,
problem. Here's how to solve it.
and
Yeah.
then they solve it. And the book is like a series of problems that he resolves, and like he's a scientist. He's trying to find answers, and
Okay.
he does find answers throughout the whole book by doing experiments. And so it's hard to show that in a movie, and I think the movie did a really good job of like getting into the emotional aspect of it and
Mm.
showing you the world, whereas obviously a book can't show you that. You create it in your mind. So they did a really great job of like bringing it to life, visually and emotionally. But I was definitely at points I was like, where's like the problem solving, like that feeling of like that really satisfying feeling of like
Satisfying.
satisfying feeling of like he's struggling, he's struggling, then he finds the answers. So
Okay.
there was a lot of that, but I was being nitpicky. At some point I was like, just enjoy
It's
the movie
hard
in front
when
of you.
you're a book person, and
Yeah,
whenever they make a movie from a book, it's almost always not as good. Like maybe every single time. So like you
yeah,
always have to separate it a little bit, but it's
totally.
especially hard with a book you love.
No, and
Like you're so excited about.
I think the movie was fantastic, and they did a fantastic job, and that's exactly what my conclusion was. I was like, they made a movie from a book, so this is the movie version. You
Yes.
don't get your book. The book's the book.
Right.
um, no, it was awesome. I'm probably gonna go see it again.
Okay.
Yeah,
How long is it?
at least 2 hours.
Okay. All right. I feel like movies these days are like 2.5 to 3 hours.
I think it's 2.5.
Okay. Which is fine.
Yeah, like
Like
2:20 or something like that.
get your money's worth. It's just funny. I feel like
Right.
some movies are so long
Yeah.
lately.
Why?
I
But
don't
like
know.
this one, I was not gonna complain about the length.
No, of course. Well, I watched not nearly as I don't know, glamorous. I watched Bridgerton. I'm still finishing.
Ooh.
Um what okay. It's so refreshing to watch Bridgerton. It's just like nice, throw it on. It's like the music, the costumes, it's just like it like truly is a show that takes you. It's like
It
an
gives me
escape.
life. It gives me
Yes,
life.
it's such like a cozy way. It's
It's
so nice.
epic escapism, like, there's nothing better.
Yes, they do such a good job. And like you feel good, like you could watch the next episode, you could save it. It's not like
Yeah.
you need to watch the next one. Like they do such a good job.
Every
And I
episode I
did,
feel fed.
yes. Like I was like, it took me so long to watch because I really didn't love the last season.
Mhm, mhm.
But yeah, I'm like thoroughly enjoying it. I think it's so nice.
What's your take on Benedict?
Oh, I've always liked Benedict.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always liked him. It was funny when he was like, because I was wondering how they're gonna tie this in, because in the last season he like had the whole threesome scene. So I
I
was like
know.
wondering like okay, so he's just like all of a sudden like gonna get
Right.
married now? Like what how
Totally.
and like it was just like a simple conversation with Sophie.
Mhm.
But I was like, okay, I'm glad that they're not just like brushing it under the bush. I was laughing at the one point where like, like they're finally like making out in the stairwell and he goes, it's like this lead up, this lead up, this lead up. I have to ask you something so important. Will you be
Oh
my
my
mistress? You're just
god.
like the way they built it up to it and then like her reaction is exactly how you felt. You're like, seriously? Get
Benedict, get your shit together.
your shit
That's
together.
how they like when it first dropped, that's where they ended too. And it was like, ugh, we hate
That
Benedict.
is so funny. I thought it might be just the way
Mhm.
I thought it was either there or when the old family moved next door.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I was like, this is definitely like a good moment to end it. And then what was the other part I was laughing at when oh, the sister, so spoilers for anybody who hasn't watched yet. Um
Which crazy.
the sister is like asking everyone, what's the pinnacle?
Oh my god.
I was
Did
like,
you
this
find
is
that funny or like dumb?
no, I was laughing. I thought it
Okay.
was hilarious.
The
Because you know what?
pinnacle.
Like it's like that little bit of like dumbness where you're like the whole first season though was like kind of based on not knowing what sex is or like
No, it's
how it
so
works.
true.
So like this like brings that back in a little bit.
That's a good point. Yeah,
So that made me laugh.
it is so funny. I mean, it's it's so interesting. Bridgerton's amazing, but
Yeah.
it's like what they change and what they don't, which I've I love because there's still many women today who don't know how to reach the pinnacle.
The pinnacle. Yeah,
The pinnacle.
exactly. And like it's funny because like sex is obviously such a huge part of the show, right?
Yeah,
Not a huge part, like it's a big part of the show,
yeah.
but like it's like, oh, they all like some of them know how to have really good sex and how to like reach the pinnacle, whatever.
Totally.
And then otherwise, like they don't even know how it works and like why, like the first one, like why she's not getting pregnant, and he does like,
Right.
and like also some of them are having sex all the time and like threesomes, and like Violet Bridgerton is like hooking up with the brother, but like also none of the girls know, which I guess, but like Sophie also knows how to like masturbate in bed but has never had sex before, and then like is
Right.
having like so much sex with Benedict the first time. You're like, okay. Like it's just like, all right.
It
That's
is.
obviously.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. The romance genre.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
could
It
apply
would
that
be
to anything.
nice to hear, like, because like the Bridgerton brothers like talk about um like mistresses and things like that. Like
Right,
they
right.
all know that they all know how to have sex, right? It would be refreshing to see like the sisters like chatting about sex as well, or like having kids, or like something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, but they're ladies. They don't talk about that.
Right.
Even like the Featherington sisters. Featherington, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and like what, like the one, like they weren't even having sex, right? Like she was like, "Oh,
Right.
you have
She's
to
like,
take your
I
pants
want
off?"
to.
Yeah, like what?
Well, and like maybe that's an example of the husband also not knowing.
True, true.
I think that's what that was meant to be. It was like they both didn't know how to have a kid,
Yeah,
and they had to be told. You know?
there you go.
I don't
It
know.
is like, I wonder what it actually was like at that time.
I mean,
Not that I
that's what
wonder that
fucking
hard, but
happens
like,
when you have children getting married.
yeah,
You know? Like they're
and
probably both like
zero sex
18.
education.
Right.
Yeah, literally.
And like some boys, sure, the rakes, but like the little twerpies,
They're freaks.
the ones who didn't look like, you know,
Right.
winning, not winning any
True.
duels.
You have to laugh. Those were like the two notes I put. Like it doesn't take away from the show in a way. It just like adds to like the
Yeah.
like just like the little like dramatized
No,
versions of
leave in some
everything.
things so that we can
Exactly.
enjoy them.
Exactly. And then what else? We watched Love Overboard on Hulu.
Uh-huh.
This new reality show with Gabby Windey. I think like Alex Cooper is somehow involved in it or like producing it or
Okay.
something like that. But I love Gabby Windey. She can do and say no wrong ever in my eyes. She is so funny.
I don't
And
know
Andrew
her.
is like, he's like, she's like sometimes really annoying. I'm like, yeah, her voice, but like you don't understand that's on purpose. Like she doesn't care
Mm.
that she's annoying you. In fact, she's probably annoying you on purpose a little bit. Like,
Ooh,
and I just love her.
that's so
She's
funny.
hilarious.
Wait, what's her name?
Gabby Windey.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
you
look her
don't
up.
know.
No, I don't know.
Evie,
Oh,
look her.
wait. Is she married to Rob?
Yes, Rob Hoffman.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah,
well, I love Rob. Robbie.
Robbie. Yeah, I need to watch Robbie's
Okay,
special.
I know her, and she is amazing.
Amazing. She was the Bachelor. So she was on
Yes.
Traitors, not this past season, the season before.
Right.
And someone's like, "Oh, The Bachelorette. Like, how was that?" She's like, "The Bachelorette, how'd it go for me?" She's like, "Well, I'm gay now."
And I'm not the only one.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's like the best trend ever to come out of those shows is the lesbians. Um,
It is a trend now for real. There's so many of them.
I love it. No, I don't know if
Is
this is
it? I don't know.
gross, but like I feel like in the past I absolutely judged women like that who like very much seem superficially like airheads.
Mm.
Come to find out they're comedic geniuses.
Yeah. No,
And
she's
that's the
fucking fine.
truth.
She was like an ICU nurse. Or is, I don't,
Hell yeah.
she's not a nurse
I
anymore, but
think I heard Robbie Hoffman on a podcast talking about that, which
yeah.
yeah, I'm obsessed with them.
All right. So should we get into our topic?
Yeah, let's do it.
Love it. So things we learned in our 20s. For reference, I don't think we ever actually said Evie is 31. I'm 30. About to be
Yeah,
31.
you're the baby.
I'm the baby.
You're
No, I'll
so
be
much younger
31
than
in a couple
me.
weeks. Should I start? Or do
Yeah,
you want to
go for
start?
it. Go for it.
Okay. I put number one, listen to your body. Your body tells
Mm.
you a lot, a lot, a lot. So listen to it. When I was like really stressed out and not getting enough sleep and working crazy long hours and not really liking it and like stressed about what do I actually want to be doing, all these things, like I lost so much hair. I
Mm.
shed so much hair. And then, like, I got sick more than I ever have when I was working, like, harder than I should have been working. Um, like, I got strep throat at one point when I was 20 something. And yeah, your body tells you things. And like if you're getting sick a lot, if you're losing hair, if you're not feeling good, if you're not getting enough sleep, like listen, there's a reason and more likely than not, you know what that reason is deep down. So stop putting your body through it. I think it's a difference too when you know like if you're pushing really hard for something you want to go for, it's not as stressful as if you're pushing really hard for something that you're like, I know that this is not for me. But either way,
Yeah,
your body tells you things, so
that's very
don't lose all
true.
your hair like I did.
Fight to keep your hair.
Although I'm losing it now again postpartum. It's different though, like I know what to expect and
Yeah.
whatever, but listen to your body. I feel like that's a big one.
That is that is awesome. It leads very nicely into I learned how to work out in my 20s. I
Nice.
didn't I don't think I it was definitely a form of listen to your body. But I feel like I really, always active, always athletic, always doing sports, whatever, but never like intentionally training. Like, you know, lower body, upper body, all of the compound movements, all that stuff. And shout out to Liz because when we lived together in Morristown, you taught me how to deadlift. I remember
Sure
it
did.
like it was yesterday. And as we said, Liz was majoring in exercise science and doing a lot of stuff for school, and she would come home and like practice teaching those things on me, and I got the benefit of that. And you helped shape my entire like um perspective on training, the gym, all that kind of stuff. And you've always been a source of information for me. But yeah, I remember like very much not recognizing that I was like anxious or like a little depressed at times through college, just to like not knowing what I wanted to do, but putting so much money and time into college and like feeling very out of control a lot of the time. And it really helped when I started to work out and I was able to like clear my mind and like understand how my body was talking to me and things like that. And like seeing, I think something else too is like never really gained weight. And I feel like I gained weight in like when I was like 23, 24, and I didn't know anything about how to get through that or like
Mm,
how to like not fix that. That's normal to gain weight, but
right.
I didn't know what was in my control when that happened. And nutrition and exercise are in your control. And like learning how to use those two things changed my life
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure, or just helped guide it in the right direction. And to this day, fitness plays a huge role in my life, and I know in yours too.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. It's like, and I notice it too whenever I don't get like a workout in or even just get outside, I'm like in such a bad mood. I'm so
Yeah.
like it really affects me more than I realize. And then I do get a workout in or even just like a walk and I'm like, oh, I feel great. Like I feel so good. And then I think
Oh,
back, I'm like,
life
oh,
is worth living.
a total bitch. Like I was bad.
No, I say this all the time to Connor and whoever will listen that like living the past 4 years I have like professionally in a place that's always sunny and I can exercise a lot. I don't know how I would have done this otherwise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Oof.
such a different way of
Don't
life
think
as
about
I
that too
like.
hard.
No, yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, working out.
Yes. I also think, side note, a lot of like postpartum anxiety and depression, this is no evidence. I haven't looked into any of this at all, just what personally going through it. I think
Mm,
a lot of it is if you are an active person or used to like just like being up and doing things, then all of a sudden you can and you're
mm.
taking care of a newborn. And obviously like the drop in hormones and everything that actually does play the part. But like for me at least, that was a big part of it is just like having to sit and I had a C-section. So like having to sit and recover from surgery and like not be able to do anything
And in the
was
winter.
and in the winter. Yeah, that was hard.
No, that
Like, when I
sounds
could start working
so
out
hard.
again, even though I started with, like, literally, like, breath work,
Yeah.
it definitely made a difference.
Yeah.
Like, I started to feel better sooner, I think, because I incorporated that as soon as like, breath work at, like, I don't know, 4 weeks or something like that, and then, like, really light core things. Anyway, we don't have to get into all of that, but it definitely played a part
No.
in helping me feel better.
Yeah. And I think what I learned in my 20s was not just like I got rid of that preconception that gym bros go to the gym and that's it. Like you got to
Yes.
be so into your vanity to go to the gym. And that kind of got dispelled and I was like, "Oh, no, this is like for life. You go exercise for life because it benefits your life in so many ways."
Yeah,
And also it just helped
absolutely.
like my entire mindset shift. I was like, "Oh, I understand what it is to like have goals." I hate that we're talking
Yeah.
about goals again. Here we are. But
Like, those are different types of goals.
those are different
I
types
also
of goals.
once you like, when you start working out, if you do it, like, for, I don't wanna say physical purposes, but if you do it for, like, body image purposes versus if you do it for, like, how you wanna feel,
Mhm.
it can be a very different like, you have to, like, make the goal, "No, I'm doing this for health and to feel good,
Yeah,
not, like, because I wanna look a certain way." Not that that's
right.
bad either, but I just
No,
think it gives you the longevity.
I think totally. I think it helps with your mindset of like, I'm never gonna quit the gym. That doesn't exist for me.
Exactly, exactly.
Like that doesn't make
Yeah,
any sense.
and it's not like you're
Um,
chasing, like, a certain body
yeah,
weight or body composition,
but
which again,
it
you can if that's your goal and that's what
right.
you like, but if you're just starting to get it, like, it's I don't know.
Yeah, I would hope that's not. I would hope anyone who started with that goal, their goal would evolve. But
Yeah.
it's so nice. It is so freeing to know that like, hey, if you've coming off of December, January, February, and like you feel fluffy, guess what? A little bit of calorie restriction and a little bit a day extra at the gym a week, you're gonna be good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
freeing to know that those things are real tools that
Or
work.
even if you don't wanna we could talk about this on a whole different
Yeah.
podcast, like, if you don't wanna restrict your calories, like, okay, let me replace this with some vegetables, like, I'll eat the same whatever.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like, just, like, different choices for a little
Yes.
bit. Or the
Different
same choices and you
additions.
look what yeah,
You
anyway.
don't always have to restrict, you can add.
Okay, moving on. Um,
Alright.
the next thing on my list oh, okay, this is a good one. I put play more.
Aw.
And something that I learned definitely Andrew helped a lot with this, but Andrew got really into volleyball league. I think he played when he was in middle school and, like, kinda his high school didn't have it, so he never played, but then got back into adult leagues and then, like, roped me into it, and we just played gym volleyball, but, like, now I'm, like, learning actual volleyball,
Mm,
and like we were talking about earlier, it's such a good way to break up your week. We've made so many friends. They like took us out to dinner before we had the baby, and I hadn't been playing in a little while because I was pregnant, but took us out to dinner and like got us there's a really nice gift card. Get like made such good friends, and it truly is. There's something about just, like, moving your body and having fun in that way, like, just playing, even if it's like a like card games, like, instead of being on your phone, like, sometimes Andrew and I would just have a game on the table, like
mhm.
a two-person card game or, like, we like, little tile game from Amazon we have, but, like, you just or, like, Bananagram, something like that,
Yeah.
you just sit and it's out and you do that instead of scrolling and, like, it's another mental health thing, but something so good in your brain happens when you turn off everything else and you're focusing on playing, literally,
Mhm.
like, it's just so freeing, and it's so important. So, play more.
I love that.
So, sports, games, just play more. I'll
Especially when
leave
you're
that
in well, not especially, but, like, when you live with someone, when you're with your partner, like, it's so nice to have those things built in, like you said, having the games on the table. That is a great
Yeah.
idea. I gotta put that
Throw,
back
like, a
in.
chessboard on the table.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's intense, but it doesn't have to be that intense. A deck of cards.
No,
Bananagrams is a good one.
Bananagrams is a good one because you really
Yeah.
gotta think a little bit.
Mhm.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Card game, whatever.
One of mine, I put what it means to think for yourself.
Mm.
Not as fun. I feel like I should have done something like play. That's a good one.
Don't be jealous of mine, please. You have your own.
Um, Instead of, I don't know, going with the flow, every now and then you gotta strike out on your own. And I
Mhm.
feel like I really learned that, especially later in especially getting married and things like that. But like deciding to move to Raleigh, deciding to coach field hockey, um, just like the little ways you have to strike out on your own and like
And
all
when you
that
say
comes with
strike out,
that.
you don't mean like baseball, you mean like
Oh,
alleviate from the path.
yes,
When you
deviate,
said
deviate.
deviate, thank you, alleviate.
um,
Right?
is that the saying? Strike out on your own?
I think so, or
But yes,
like go your own way.
go.
Yeah,
You gotta go your own way
kind of go
sometimes.
your own way.
You gotta pull a Fleetwood Mac.
Exactly.
Um, yeah, and I feel like I'm still very much learning actually what that means to like
Mhm.
successfully do that and like do that with intention and like with all your ducks in a row. I don't think
A
I
lot of
did much of
analogies
that.
today.
A lot of analogies. As I said, ducks in a row. I was like, maybe you need a timeout.
Maybe.
Maybe take a break. What time is it? Don't look.
Well,
um, anyway, that's my other one.
I love it. Okay, my next one is consistent, healthy routines are worth it. We kind of already touched on this,
Mm.
but like if you can build just a little bit of consistency, it doesn't have to be perfect, but like a little bit of consistency throughout your week, it goes a long way and it's a habit that stays with you for a long time. So, like working out was a big one for me. I started really consistently doing it. And like you said, training with intention in my 20s, like early 20s, and then probably in my later 20s, consistently like just trying to like think about the week ahead and cooking, not necessarily meal prepping, but having more of a plan for the week ahead. And definitely like life happens and you get off track with it, but it's so much easier to get back on track when you have those habits already in place. So it's definitely worth it because once something becomes a habit, it's significantly easier. Like it's not only hard at first, but it's much harder at first. And when you're just keep doing it, you're thinking about it less and less, and it eventually becomes something you just do. And all of a sudden, you have like a couple nice, healthy routines that are just worth it. And it could be as simple as like going on a
Yeah.
walk before work, or going on if you work from home, or going on a walk after dinner. Like really, really small, simple things, but definitely worth it to like put the energy into it when you're younger.
Yeah. No, I think that's really good advice, and everyone listening should take it.
Things I learned, advice for your 20s, go,
Yeah.
go either way.
Um, pick something to work hard at.
Mm.
Which is definitely something I'm still learning to do, but I do think that was, oh my God, if you hear that noise, that is a frog. Do you hear
It's
that?
crazy.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. It sounds like my alarm. That's like a duck.
It's gone
Yeah,
now.
that's a
That's
frog.
wild. Is it in
Yes.
your window again?
I don't see it, but like presumably yes. I'm
Under
just
your
surrounded by
pillow.
frogs.
Check your bed.
Don't say that. No, but I often am like, is there a frog in my house? um,
The answer is yes.
the answer is maybe.
That's
But
not a
what
complete
did I
frog,
even
by the way.
say? Pick something to work hard at. Because I feel like we have all this doom scrolling shit and stuff like that. Like you're either gonna be anxious sitting still, or you can be putting that energy towards something. But which it should be put towards bananagrams, and it should be put towards like I picked up a lot of hobbies. Um,
Yes, you did.
and I've just found that like that really gives me so much peace because it really doesn't matter what you put effort into. You just need to put it somewhere. Because because all of us have this like insane potential to do things. And if you don't do anything, it just turns into some kind of like self loathing, which is maybe a little too intense. But I find that like, and I resent that a little bit.
Because you almost blame yourself. They're like, why am I like
But I almost
not?
resent that thought. I do have that. I do end up blaming myself of like, why aren't you doing anything like
Mhm.
worthwhile? But that's what your parents used to tell you growing up, like, get outside, stop staring at, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I resent that being true. but
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I do
Yes.
find yeah, but I do find it
You're like,
to be
"God damn
true.
it, those parents were right again."
It feels like that. It feels like someone tried to teach me that lesson when I was 2, and,
Yeah.
and when I was 5, and when I was 8, and when I was fucking 18. Um, and it took this fucking long to, admit that it is correct. Yeah, just, like, I've been painting, and, like, I find that extremely satisfying, but also, like, it's annoying, like, you can't make a painting look good unless you really try, and,
Yeah, good
or
point.
even when I'm writing, like, you can't
But speak for
make it.
yourself, come on. Just kidding.
Show me what you got. Show me
You don't
what you
wanna say.
got. Um, yeah, so I'm still learning that lesson, but put effort in somewhere,
It's yeah, love that. It's true.
anywhere.
Okay, my next one. Things do not need to be curated slash perfect. So think like your
Ooh.
wedding, your home, your style. Like it doesn't need to be trendy, maybe is a better word.
Mm.
Like just do what you like and
Oh,
who cares? Like I remember getting caught up with wedding planning and like, well, actually not really. Wedding planning was so stressful for both of us.
yeah.
But I literally like planned our wedding in 9 months and it was extremely stressful for many reasons. But part of it is like we also had a certain budget and it was like, this is just what we have to do to make this work.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's not gonna be like
You
this
did
like
so much
perfect.
yourself.
And we did so much ourselves
Yeah.
and like literally spray painted wine bottles as like vases as like one of the
Yeah.
things. And I felt like a little bit self-conscious about it. And I was like, who actually cares? And they don't look bad. And
They
like
look amazing.
it's not about the vases. You know what
No.
I mean? Like it's
And
like
and I get it because, like, you're stressing though because 'cause you're putting effort in because it's a
and like
great
you're
place to
inviting all
share.
these people to this like
Yeah.
party and you want it to be nice and perfect, but like it's going to be
It doesn't
anyway because they
matter.
care about you.
Yeah. You've put in enough thought and effort into it to the point where it's gonna be great. Like,
Yes.
that's how I feel, like, when my brother just got married and, like, I was there and I was seeing the stress and the things, and I was like, "There's no way." And, like, I in my head, I was like, "I'm not gonna say a word. I'm just gonna be as helpful as I can be." But in my
Hmm.
head, I was like, "There's no way this doesn't turn out gorgeous. I am in the room. It is
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, there is no way." And, like, you just yeah, it's unavoidable. You're gonna feel the
It is
stress.
unavoidable, yeah, to feel the stress, but it's just that reminder, like, it doesn't need to be perfect or trendy or whatever, like, people that's in relation to weddings, but just life in general, like, we're so used to seeing
Mm,
all these influencers and everything on Instagram, like, their perfect homes or,
yeah,
like, they're renovating and they're doing all these things, or even, like, people in your own life sometimes, it's so
yeah.
easy to compare to, but, like, no, like, this is just tune back to you, like, what do you actually like? What do you actually care about and value and put your like money, energy into actually what you care. And then that's more you anyway. And then that is what makes you unique. And, you know,
No, I think this is a fantastic topic, especially feel very passionate all of a sudden,
yeah.
especially with this, like with these generations, I feel like I'm 400 years old. No, but, like, obviously, we're in the age of the kids these days. Who is she? I
You
don't know
said
what I'm
it, the
saying.
kids
I don't know
these
what I'm
days.
saying. But, like, you're growing up seeing people online. You're seeing such curated, trendy content all the time. From my perspective, I have gotten into, like I absolutely think my house should look perfect at the end of the day. Like, I have caught myself like, "Oh, shit, like, my house is doesn't look organized, which means I'm not," or "My house is messy, which means I'm messy," or, like, "My space isn't, like doesn't make sense color-wise," and then I'm like, "Okay, that's so stupid, like, stop." I, like, had to, like I don't know, I went through a phase of, like, living here and finally having my own space to, like, decorated and filled with furniture, and I was like, I need to show that I'm an adult, that I know what I'm doing, that I, like, understand how to create a space that's pleasant to be in or, like, not fully
Mhm.
cluttered, all that stuff. You can get very in your head very fast and,
You
like
absolutely can. It's also very much like a skill in a way is to like for
yeah.
your home. Like people literally do that for a living. So yeah, don't beat yourself up and even like style wise, if you like something, wear
Mhm.
it. Like it's gonna if you like it and you're comfortable in it and you feel good in it and like you're excited about it, wear it. Put that picture up. Put those two colors together. Like if you like it, you're the one living in it, you're the one wearing it. Like it literally doesn't matter. I keep saying like, but it literally doesn't matter what other people think. And it's so easy to get caught up into that and like
Yeah.
thinking everything needs to be perfect, but it doesn't. So yeah, just be yourself. That's what I learned in my 20s.
Hell yes.
Your turn.
My turn. Okay, my next one is don't
Okay.
overcommit your time. I learned that, like, I would just say, like, yes to everything that I wanted to do. And, like, as simple as, like, our friend group, just being like, who wants to do this and this? Or, like, can you come? Can you come to my birthday? And I would be like, yeah, of course, no problem. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, actually, I have, like, my mom's birthday and, like, my nephew's baptism, and, like, I can't, and then I don't show up. And then, or, like, I'll say, I don't know. I found that I was making a bad habit of just, like, saying yes without understanding if I could actually make that commitment or not. And
Time
I
management.
time management.
Yeah.
You have to,
It
like,
is hard.
you have to become an adult with your time. And
Yes.
I definitely was way more irresponsible in that way than I am now. And I've relaxed a little bit, but I really needed to learn that lesson. I was very much like saying yes to things and not following through. I guess maybe I'm saying follow through. Um,
No, yeah. Also, like, just, you want to be fully present with what you're at, and you can't do that if you're
yeah,
overcommitted or like you don't realize how long the drive is going to take from one place to the next in one day.
exactly. Or, like, be
Yeah.
like, yeah, I can do two things. And then at some point
Yes.
being like, so sorry, I'm not gonna make it. And then just feeling like an ass. Just be respectful of people's time.
Agree. Okay, my next one is it's worth it to spend money on travel/experiences.
Mm.
And something Andrew and I did a lot before we had Ria was travel and like nothing grand or extraordinary, but when we look back on our 20s, we're like, oh my gosh, we did so many things. Like we really, it didn't seem like it in the while we were living it sometimes.
Mhm.
But as we're looking back, like we have so many cool memories, cool pictures, fun spot. Like we just, there's a lot to look back on. And, sure, would we have more money now if we didn't do all those things? Yeah. But it's nice to look back and be like, no, when we were here, like when we went there, remember that time?
Yeah.
Then like it's worth it. That again is what makes life worth living. And money comes and goes and it's always gonna come back. Not always, but but like it will always come back.
Mhm.
And again, it's just worth it. That's what I learned.
I love that.
I'd rather be a little poor in finances and a little richer in experiences.
I agree. I think, yeah, experiences, like, enrich your lives. And who knows, like, what will happen when you travel that will reward you down the line. You don't know.
You never know. I mean, like, yeah, don't go crazy, like within reason. Don't go broke going on a trip somewhere unless, you really are banking on it and trust yourself.
Yeah.
That's still don't take that advice from
You
me.
start a
But
vlog. Start a travel vlog. There you go.
exactly, there you go. Make something with it. But yeah, I think it's worth it. That's what I learned.
I have on my list here, looking forward to the weekend is enough of a reason to live. And I think I was really reflecting on our early 20s of just like, it really didn't matter. It for a time there, it didn't matter what I had to do as long as I had fun stuff to do as well. And like sleep didn't matter as much as having fun and things like that. Now, would I say that? I don't know. I don't think so.
But maybe because you lived it.
Yeah, yeah. But I think as a 20-year-old or 22-year-old or something like that, I think like we had so much fun celebrating like friends' birthdays. Like that was just like instead of going to friends' weddings and baby showers, we were doing birthdays and like eh, special celebrations and things like that. And they were like epic. Like I was living for like we
Yeah.
had my friend's Amy's 21st birthday. Her and Caroline came to Morristown, slept over, went out to the bars. Remember we like I wrote her a rap.
Oh
and
my
we
gosh, you
wrapped it.
did. You wrapped it.
That's
Yeah.
so embarrassing. I did,
But it's who like, it's not. You
but
had a
it's
blast.
not.
It's
I
not.
would much rather have a video of me rapping to my friend than not.
Yeah.
But I just like lived for those moments. I remember being so stressed about like college and shit, and like, but like none of that existed when it was time to go out.
When it was the weekend and time
When
to
it was
yeah,
the weekend, and
exactly.
we just had, we were just always out doing things. I think
So,
now it's,
yeah, I think maybe the lesson is, like, just be engrossed in what you're doing, like, when you're like, just
yeah, I was
y
present.
yeah, be present. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
was never
exactly.
more present than when I was looking forward to going to the bars
With a nice drink in your
with a
hand.
nice drink in your hand,
Okay.
vodka Red Bulls.
Oh, don't say that to me right
The
now.
Moscow Mule era.
Yeah, the Moscow
God,
Mule
it
era.
was like we
You know what's
discovered that
nice?
drink.
Moscow Mules still slap. It's not like they were like, they're still so good.
They are. You can't deny it. I mean,
You
ginger
cannot.
beer.
They're delicious.
Lizzie, we used to
Um,
go to mass and then go out to the bars.
oh my God, we did.
I love
Wow.
them. I love
That's so
them.
sweet.
They're so cute. What sweet little
So cute.
babies. We
We
were
did.
such good girls.
My next one, I have two more.
Okay.
We could be quick with them though,
Okay.
is try new things. Hot take. But I, I didn't
I
learn
love it.
this till later in my 20s. Like I said, Andrew's the one who got me into volleyball. So much fun. Never would have tried it otherwise. And then our friend Matt was like, come try this Brazilian jiu-jitsu with me. I was like, fuck it. I'm curious about it. So I just did it. And I did it for a couple months. And like I would have kept going, but I got pregnant. Um, I probably wouldn't have done BJJ if I hadn't tried volleyball. And I wouldn't have tried volleyball if Andrew didn't convince me to. I think I'm like, eh, not as much, but definitely was a very shy person. And I
Hmm.
would not put myself like out there and try new things on my own, but do it. That is a lesson learned, is put yourself out there a little bit, do something new. It's okay if it makes you uncomfortable. You don't have to stick with it, but
Yeah.
you're a better person for having tried it and done something uncomfortable.
Yes. That leads perfectly into my next one, which is keep growing your community. I feel like
I'm not gonna take your advice on that. My community is too big.
that's fair. That's fair.
Well,
But it'll
but
do
now
it
I'm
on
in
its
my
own.
30s.
When
I
you
grew it
try
in
new
my 20s.
things, you do grow your community. Like
You're
you just
right.
said, you joined volleyball, and then you tried out jujitsu.
You're
Like,
so right.
and I think like no new friends, no new friends. We have enough.
But I think it's
Luckily,
because I took that advice. Like I did grow my community in my 20s. And now I'm in my
exactly.
30s and I'm like, I'm done growing it.
No, and
It's
that's
too big.
fair. I don't have a lot of space open. My
Right.
communities, I have multiple communities, and even that, at least I have separation by distance. My Jersey community, my Puerto Rican community.
Yeah.
I grew up with you. You were my first love and my first best friend. You'll be my last best friend.
I'm sure.
But I mean, not that we're friends, cousins. But I remember meeting Amy and being like, Amy and I, we had a slow burn, but but when we became full-blown besties, I remember being like shocked that I could find another person to be so like, I want you in my life. And I don't mean grow your community for the sake of it. Like, I do think being a part of community is essential to living a full life. I don't think you'll be truly happy unless you have like a third space to go to
Mhm.
and feel a part of. But there are a few people who I have met here that I'm like, I want to know you till I'm dead.
You're in
And
my
I
life
just,
forever.
and
Yeah.
I find that to be my favorite thing in life. Like,
Mm.
I like people so much. I meet a lot of people who don't like people, and that's fun. I like that. I think that's a fun character trait to not like people sometimes. But I cannot claim it. I really, really, really like
Couldn't be
people.
you. Couldn't
It
be me.
couldn't be me because I keep meeting people who I think are just so funny. And if if there's a funny person out there, put them in front of me. I need to know them. I just want to laugh so much, and I just find that like I just love people.
I
And
love that. That's
and I
really
feel
nice.
like even when like obviously we're also tired of being so socially like, you know, called upon. I don't know. We have our social
You need
obligations,
yes, yeah.
but every once in a while, you're gonna have a conversation with someone that you don't know very well, but you randomly connect with, and you're gonna randomly have like a 30-minute conversation that completely rejuvenates something in you.
Yeah, that you're
And
so right.
and it happens to me every 3 years, and it like it's magical.
There is something about, like,
You have to be
whether
open to
it's
it.
that one-time thing or whether you're gonna, like, see them again or whatever, but when you do have that connection with someone
Yeah.
and you're able to you just have a good conversation and you're, like, riffing off of like, there is something magical in
I
that.
swear it's just like falling in love.
Write that down.
Write that down. I just yeah. You gotta be open to it.
Amazing. Yeah, it's true. Those are moments that, like, are magical,
Y
falling in love.
you can't plan it. It's
You
kismet.
can't plan it, and they only happen if you're putting yourself out there and
Yep.
growing your community. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
This is something that I tell myself a lot currently and still try to live by, but time is gonna pass anyway. You may as well let it pass trying something, doing something that you want to be doing.
I love it.
Everyone looks back and is like, "Oh my gosh, how is it already March 29th? How are we already basically 4 months into the new year?
Yep.
How is Rio already 4 months old?" Like,
Yeah.
time just passes day by day, so you might as well carve out some time in the days to do the things that you wanna be doing so that you can look back
100%.
and be like, "Oh, I have come, like, I've grown, I've come somewhere." I think that's from Atomic Habits, actually. We talked about that
I'm
first
sure.
episode, that whole concept, but
Yeah.
there's lots of
Yeah.
people who have goals of, losing body fat in the gym because again, I'm a personal trainer. It's like the time is gonna pass. You don't have to be perfect, but, like, small little things every day are gonna accumulate, and you look back and you'll see some progress. Like, the time is gonna pass. Let it pass doing what you wanna be doing. Love it. And that wraps up things we learned in our 20s.
Things we learned in our 20s. Insert applause, which I can do. It's a feature.
Oh, nice. That was good. I liked your list a lot.
I liked your list a lot. Look at us.
Thanks. I know, look at us.
Couple girls with some lists.
Yeah, hopefully somebody somewhere got something good out of that.
And if not, I hope they like our personalities. That's all I
If
have.
not, I liked your list and I got something good out of it.
Yay.
All right. Well, that's it. See you guys next time.
This has been Catching Up with Liz and Evie.